if they don't continue to do UBI fiscal policy down into the masses type activities like they did back then, you're going to have another event like that. Now, when it happens, I have no idea. But I think that policy error, that fiscal policy error, is going to manifest itself again. It's just the rate at which, it's almost like a pregnancy. If your wife goes into pregnant, if she's delivering a baby and she's there, it's like every 2 minutes, right? The contraction happens. Then it goes to 1 minute. I think what you might see in the market is whatever that tempo is. I don't know, but if it's on a 6-month basis to an annual basis, you're going to have another major drop and liquidity event, because it's a liquidity event is what it is. It's impairment on balance sheets. It's the derivatives market blowing up alongside of debt exploding because it's just a promise. And so you have that impairment of those promises that all feed on each other like a water wheel. So like once it starts spinning in one direction, it does the exact same thing when it goes the opposite direction. So when you start getting impairment, that compounds. Like if I owed you money, well, then you owed somebody else money based on that promise. They unravel themselves. I think that you're going to see something like that play out to the same magnitude, if not worse, than what we saw in March. And the governments around the world, not just in the U.S., governments around because this is all based on the pegging of all currencies to the dollar and going back to Bretton Woods and all that stuff. So I think you're going to see governments around the world have to step in, do a massive amount of UBI, which then is going to have to be followed up by a massive amount of QE in order to ensure the interest rates don't go up. And I think what you're going to have in the backdrop, based on what you and I believe is going to happen with Bitcoin, you're going to have this thing that looks like a rocket that's shooting to the moon in the background that's completely decentralized. All those easy narratives that we talk about are going to be popping out, and people are going to be saying, okay, so this has been happening for 10 years and you used to be able to buy a pizza and now you can buy a Gulfstream, whatever, with the same amount of Bitcoin just in a 10-year period of time. Like what the heck is happening? Why are all these tech companies putting this on their balance sheet? Why are a few tech companies 10xing in value? What in the world is going on? Are we witnessing hyperinflation in Bitcoin terms? And that's when I kind of suspect that's when the bond market's going to play a massive role, because all these people are sitting in this debt that's yielding literally nothing. It's yielding negative when you account for the inflation. It's yielding a negative return. You're guaranteed to lose money. You're guaranteed to lose buying power is how I should phrase it. And people who are guaranteed to lose buying power are going to look for alternatives, especially when they're in triple-digit returns, quadruple-digit returns.